From being a 6-time WWE World Champion wrestler to upcoming Hollywood movie star, Dave Bautista has Hollywood in a chokehold and has put it in a suplex. But the big guy is looking to keep growing as an actor, and as his star power continues to grow, Bautista is trying to expand from the Marvel Cinematic Universe to the DC Universe. The Guardians of the Galaxy franchise star has made it super clear that he wants to be in the running to play supervillain Lex Luthor in DC Studios' ambitious new Superman movie. Dave Bautista has said goodbye to the role that put him on the star map. Sadly, he will no longer play Drax the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Volume 3 will be his final performance as the much-loved Kylosian, and now he is licking his lips with anticipation. He very much wants to portray Superman's nemesis, Lex Luthor. Can you see it now?
The beast's hide is too thick to be pierced from the outside. I must cut through it from the inside.
Huh? No.
The brooding, imposing figure of Bautista with his shaved head, menacing Superman with his ingenious plots to destroy the Man of Steel. That would definitely be something to see. Does he stand a chance of getting such a titular role in such a huge new film franchise? Well, he has a few things that might work in his favor. First up, Bautista has worked with James Gunn previously on the Guardians of the Galaxy films. And who is James Gunn, you ask? He is the new head of DC Studios. What does that mean exactly? It means that what James Gunn says goes. And that's not all. Dave Bautista has been everywhere lately, from a role in Rian Johnson's mega hit film Glass Onion to a star turn in Knock at the Cabin. It appears the former WrestleMania star is moving into different avenues as a true thespian, and people are absolutely loving it. Bautista also has an important role in the hit film Dune and the sequel, not to mention a spread in GQ magazine. Is there anything out there that Bautista can't conquer? It sure doesn't seem like it.
I just looked at him, I said, man, isn't it great that we're on a film and we're not beating the out of each other? And he just started laughing, but it was.
Now, the rising superstar has said he may give James Gunn a call and ask about playing Lex Luthor in the new Superman franchise. The idea to play Lex Luthor came to him when he saw a post on Instagram where a fan-made image nominated him for the role of Superman's arch enemy. That is some serious fan love. As an actor, you can't really ask for more. However, Lex Luthor isn't the only DC supervillain Bautista has his eyes on. You know what DC Universe role he really wants to play more than any other? Bane. Choosing between Superman's nemesis Lex Luthor or the role of the giant Batman killer Bane. Not bad, Dave. Not bad at all. He seems to be an unstoppable force in the film industry, barreling down a mountain at full speed. But will that help him in getting the role? Bautista let it slip that he thinks he may be too old to play Bane in the new direction DC is going. Though that doesn't knock him out of the running, he seems to understand the direction Gunn and Peter Safran are heading in with the new film.
I really thought I'd be winding down at this age, but I'm not. It's like my career just gained traction. So it's like I'm constantly busy.
For now, what we know is Bautista is thinking about reaching out to James Gunn to ask about the role of Lex Luthor. So fans may get a big surprise sometime in the near future as the cast is released for the highly anticipated film. If he lands the role in the new Superman film, it would mark the beginning of a new era for DC. James Gunn and Peter Safran recently took charge of the DCEU and have decided to tear it down and rebuild it all from scratch. This has caused a bit of controversy in itself from fans, as they are unsure if this will really save the DCEU. With that in mind, what do we know about James Gunn's vision for the new Superman? Get ready and have your popcorn ready. July 11th, 2025 is the release date of Superman Legacy. Epic title, right? The movie will chronicle the early years of Clark Kent, aka the last son of Krypton. The anticipation is boiling over as fans wait to hear who will play the younger version of the Man of Steel. We know it won't be Henry Cavill. Even though he has played Superman in the last several films, DC gave him the boot. Well, kind of. Gunn insists that Cavill was not fired, but simply not recast in the role. An amicable parting of ways. We hope this is the case, since Cavill had announced his return to the role on Instagram, only to backtrack a few months later.
on Superman.
You know what? I really loved my suit. I thought it was pretty cool. However, if it were to happen again,
DC has decided that they're going young, for the character of Superman anyway. Since Bautista has a shot at playing Luthor, he would be a formidable foe to a young Clark Kent. That could be very cool. If the role isn't meant to be, it certainly won't slow Bautista down. He said he is looking for less taxing roles after Drax. He admitted his fondness for the character and how grateful he is for the opportunity, but he also admitted the makeup process was hell. He told GQ magazine in a recent interview that he was interested in taking on more challenging role. He was ready to move on. We aren't. Hashtag bring back Drax. The imposing Bautista recently played a hilarious influencer in the Academy Award-nominated film Glass Onion. He also starred in M. Night Shyamalan's thriller Knock at the Cabin. The movie is helmed as an apocalyptic psychological horror film. That actually sounds pretty cool. I wonder what the Shyamalan twist will be. Are they all in a simulation? It's M. Night Shyamalan we're talking about here, so who knows? The point is Bautista is expanding his horizons and his acting chops. The big guy is excited about taking on more complex characters with more depth. Basically, he wants to be taken seriously. Can you blame him?
What are they called again?
Annulax batteries.
Harvey Larry battery.
He's been typecast since his entrance to Hollywood. It's not exactly the easiest transition in the world to go from WWE superstar to Denzel Washington. Ask anyone and they'll all tell you the same thing. Dave Bautista works his butt off. He is a tireless force to be reckoned with. Is there anything he can't do? Unfortunately, he thinks so. In an interview with Page 6, he said that he'd love to star in a romantic comedy. Yep, you heard that right. Bautista has starred in comic book movies, epic sci-fi dramas like Dune, comedies like Stuber, and even family movies. But he's never gotten a single offer to play the leading man in a rom-com. Does it bother him? He recently said he knows he isn't the typical rom-com type lead, being a little rough around the edges and all. He even made a joke about it. He said he looks in the mirror and asks himself, am I unattractive? Is there something unappealing about me that excludes me from these parts? That is a good question.
Dude,
What is wrong with you?
if he's a planet, how could he make a baby with your mother?
Sometimes even the Hollywood elite have to prove themselves over time. Bautista isn't discouraged though. He still has high hopes and he'll keep searching. Dave Bautista is a humble man. He knows opportunities will arise and he will be ready to pounce. As far as playing a role in DC, he still has hopes he can fill in the shoes of Lex Luthor, but he thinks his time to play Bane may have come and gone. Man, he would have been so perfect as Bane. Oh well, you can't win them all. Not even the 6-time WWE World Champion. As we wait and see what happens with Superman Legacy, we can catch Bautista in a Knock at the Cabin and the highly anticipated Dune Part 2. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you soon with more entertaining content.
The beast's hide is too thick to be pierced from the outside. I must cut through it from the inside.
Huh? No, no.